Welcome to the Mind Catchers channel.
Hey everybody, this is the Mind Catcher, and in light of St. Patty's Day coming up, I'm going to do one natural look, which is this, and one creative look. So we're going to start off with our natural look. Okay, we're going to start off with our clean eye. Our eyebrow is done. We're starting off with our Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. But you can use any primer potion you have. Ruby Kisses has a wonderful primer for your eyelids. And all this does is make sure that the eyeshadows stay in place. There won't be any creasing, or at least minimal creasing. And just keeps those colors on the lids a little longer during the day. Since my lid is pretty much a decent color, if I had a lot of discoloration on my lid, I would possibly use a little bit of concealer to even out my tone. But since my lid is okay, I'm going to just go ahead into Saddle, which is one of our transition colors. I'm taking a MAC 224. Not the blending brush I normally use. I use my 217 mostly. As you can see, Saddle is pretty much a complexion color for me. It doesn't really look like I have anything there, but it's there. Above that Saddle, I'm going to use the Mary Kay color, which is Brick, and just right above it, right into it, I'm going to put that there. And you do see a little bit of that red showing up. Okay, Ruby Kisses has a liner eyeshadow, a retractable pencil, and this is green. I believe it's the only green they have like this. I don't know the color name, but we're going to apply that as our base. And apply that all over the lid and the bottom lash line. And I'm just going to take my finger and blend it out a little bit. Just patting it. Okay, we're going to go into the Coastal Scents 88 Metal Mania palette and apply this deep green here. I'm going to apply that all over the lid. We're also going to apply that color on our bottom lash line. Now we're going to go into this goldish olivey green here. Apply that into our inner corner. Now I'm going to go into my 88 color palette. I'm mixing these two colors right here on my brush. A little bit more of this deeper one than this one. And I'm going to apply that in the outer corner. Okay. So your eye should look a little something like this. And basically what you did was take that purpley blue and that blue and just basically pack it on. Even though you're packing it on, you're moving that brush in circular motions, flicking that color over, and that's how I blend. I'm blending that color into the other color. I took it underneath onto my bottom lash line as well. And then you have it where it looks seamless. It looks like light green, darker green, bluish green, blue. Okay. Now I'm going to take Max Carbon on the 217 brush. And I'm going to put a little bit of that black on there. And I'm just going to work that outer corner. Because even though that darker color is there, we still want a little bit more definition. So I'm going to work that outer corner with this black. Now I'm not going to take that black all the way to the inner corner, but I am taking it into the crease. And of course I'm going to go over my transition area again and buff out all of the rough edges. Now I'm going back to the MAC 224 or whatever blending brush you're using. I'm going back into saddle and I'm going to apply that into my transition area, buffing out that harsh line. And I'm going back into the color brick to add a little bit more oomph to the transition area. Because a lot of people ask, what is a transition color? And technically a transition color would be a color that's close to your skin tone that you can use in this area to blend and to soften out the edges of, you know, one of the brighter colors that you're using on your lid. However, you can put any color as a transition color, but mostly it would be a skin tone color. Okay, let's see that. Now we're going to go into our highlight or our brow bone color. I'm going to tap into this rice paper. And after rice paper, I'm going to go back into my Metal Mania palette, that light olivey green. I'm going to use that right over that rice paper. Here's the color here as a reminder. Now at this particular stage with this look, the eyeshadow itself is pretty much done. But what I'm going to do is go back into that lighter green and hit this eye over here, because I noticed that this eye has the brighter inner corner and I want them to match. So if you need to go back over any colors, now's the time. For my waterline and a little bit on the lash line, I'm going to use MAC Feline. It's a cold pencil. It's pretty black. This was in my haul video. I already owned Smolder by MAC, and I just, you know, I saw so many people using Feline, so I said, let me try that out. And I really feel like it's a deeper black than Smolder. And it applies very smoothly. So as you can see, I put it on my inner waterline here, and I took it out onto the lash line right here in the outer corner. Gonna take my stiff brush, and actually this is an e.l.f. brush. This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush that I've been using. And I'm just gonna feather that out or blend it out or smoke it out. Okay, as a mascara, I'm using two. I love the CoverGirl Lash Blast volume. Looks like this. And it says Lash Blast on there. You can see it. And because the bristles are so small, I really like that for my bottom lashes, because it really pulls them out. The other mascara I'm using is Maybelline's Eyelash Stiletto, and I love this one because of the bristles again, but they're more comb-like, as you can see. So after it's like pretty coated with the CoverGirl, I'll go over it and kind of comb the lashes and separate them with this one. Now I'm going to apply some gel liner. This is Ruby Kisses HD Gel Liner in Rich Black. I'm going to take a Sigma E65 small angle brush, and I'm going to apply my wing liner. And there's my wing liner. For lash glue, I'm going to use Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive. I really like this because it goes, you can actually put it right over your eyelashes, or you could put it right on the eyelash itself, and it dries so clear. So it doesn't leave that, you know, that cakey glue residue sitting there that you would have to cover later most of the time. I still do a little bit of covering, but it doesn't take as much as the other glues, and it works pretty well. The other glue that I like is Ardell's Lash Grip. I love Lash Grip. I mean, it holds your lashes on all. You have to literally get Vaseline and really work it to get those lashes off with Lash Grip. So if you're looking for a good lash adhesive, to me, Lash Grip and this Revlon lash glue are perfect to use. Okay guys, and this is the completed look. For my blush, I used the Revlon blush. It's called Coral Reef, and it's a cream blush. So I just took my fingers and blended it out on my cheeks and used over my cheeks for a little bit of highlight and shimmer. I used Whisper of Guilt by MAC, spelled like that. Looks like that, shimmery, pretty goodness. Love it. And I had all three of those extra dimension skin finishes, and I think it's a toss-up. I love Glorify and I love Whisper of Guilt. For this, I chose Whisper of Guilt. It's very pretty, and hopefully the pictures will show it. For my lips, I used something I never have used in a tutorial, and actually I have never used this lipstick on myself. But for my liner, I used Chestnut by MAC. It looks like that. And I showed it in one of my, I think in the haul video, I showed it like a reddish brown. I put that all around my lips. And then I used MAC Coral Bliss. And this is a cream sheen color. It's very pretty, and I'm sorry my mom is back there talking very loudly. But anyway, it's Coral Bliss. Very pretty. I'm going to probably try to take a picture of it so you can really see how pretty it is. Very pretty color. Used it on other people before, but never on myself. So today I said I'm going to try it on myself. Being a darker skin person, you know, you're a little nervous about trying different colors. But lining it correctly or lining it with something first really made a difference. And I don't do well with cream sheen lippies, so I put the Prep and Prime on my lip first, and then I applied this, and I really like the way it came out. Okay, so I thank you guys for tuning in to me today. Hello new subbies, welcome to my channel. I'm very excited to see all of you guys over here. I read all of your comments on my previous videos, and thank you guys so much for subbing to me. I promise you won't regret it. And thank you old subbies for sticking with me. And I hope you guys really like this tutorial. I tried to do something natural after that sugar pill look I did the other day with the contacts and everything. I said, let me try to do something a little neutral before people go and think I'm like completely mad. So I tried this out and I like it. I really like it. So this is your natural St. Patty's Day look, and you guys stay tuned because I'm going to do something creative for the second look for St. Patty's Day. So bless you all, cyber kisses, and see you in the next video. Bye. Stay tuned for the pics at the end. Bye.